Well, g'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. Alright, it's at the end of the growing season, or the summer growing season, so we're moving into the winter growing season. I have my two helpers here today. The lovely Astrid, who's gone all shy, and Raspberry Shortcake, otherwise known as Tina. Alright, let's have a look, see where it's up to. As normal, we'll start with the long bed. As you can see, it's looking a bit bedraggled and messy. A little tomato on the end, never really done much. Got a couple of tomatoes off it, but didn't set the world on fire. Got a bit of silver beet or Swiss chard. That's scattered throughout the garden. I've planted that through for the winter growing season. Trombencios, you can see got one growing in between the fence there, another one here. These ones are the keepers, so you can see they're drying off and they will be kept. Still got a fresh one here. This one here, which seems to be all seed, so absolutely no good keeping that one for seed. There's still going to be some flesh on it, but not a lot. So if I'm keeping any for seed, it's going to be the ones that produced really well. We've got a few peas planted in here. Not sure how they're going to do. Chili bushes are just loaded. They're still in flower, even this late in the season. All right, tomatoes pretty much had their day. Taking a couple little pickings off them, but nothing huge. Stuff that the birds are knocking off that's dying, that sort of thing, that's going out to the chickens. Got some cabbages planted, and again some more silver beet. Hey, down this end we've got some cauliflowers. Oh, these could be the cabbages, and might be the collies on the other end, not sure. And the birds are covering those with mulch daily at the moment. They're a pain in the butt. Again, ramshorn tomatoes, they really didn't do too well, but wasn't a great growing season, and we had the interruption with me being away.
Don't insult me. I'm standing right next to you.
Tina looking after it, and me not feeling the greatest when I got back. So yeah, it hasn't been a great year. Corn has absolutely done nothing. It was a waste this year. You can see this one here, the husk. It's been stripped away, or the husk never grew properly, and it's developing some kernels, but it's just not that good. The cucamelon bush, it's coming to the end of its days, and Tina's making sure it gets pretty well picked, like so. Astrid likes them, but not as much as Tina.
Easy enough to pitch, isn't it?
This is what I'm talking about with the birds. That's one of the silver beets. I buried it up in the mulch. I put a bit of chives in.
Can I have Teddy if you're going to do that?
This cucumber never really done well.
You've
I
done more.
struggle with this fence here because it stops the light coming through when the plants are early on. Paprika coming to the end of the season, starting to droop a little, starting to open up some area, and we're all colouring up, so it won't be too long and I can make some more homemade paprika. A little Chinese onion, that's doing well. Yeah, really not sure on when that gets harvested or anything, so we're going to leave it be for now. Chinese potatoes still going strong, and the Chinese artichoke still going strong.
Cut my hand.
This pepino, I never did get the fruit off it before I left, and then it died back mid-season. It's coming back again now, and it's got flowers on it again. This thing is totally frustrating.
No.
Here we have the jicama. It's not really setting the world on fire. It could be because it's in the shade of the tree. So don't know. The jicama does take a really long growing season, so we'll see what comes up when it dies down. Borage is done. I've taken most of the rest of the borage out, so I just need to pull these ones. And my little pepper capsicum bed. See, we've got a few fruit hanging around that need harvesting. I've thrown some onions back down in here. One of the leeks from last year where just the top came off, that's propping back up. I found a few of those throughout the garden. This little bean bed did not do so well. It's produced a few, but yeah, not really producing well this year. The potatoes, and of course the Egyptian walking onion. Egyptian walking onion still going strong. It should have died back in summer, hasn't done it, so we'll see what happens with it. Just here you can see the stalks busted, and this is the one with the baby plants on it, so we'll have to put those in the ground really soon, because otherwise it's going to die from lack of nutrients. Potatoes, all doing well. They're coming back into a second growth. Some of them look like they're close to coming out. Over here, which was the Triamble pumpkin, still got them going on. We've got some onions planted back in there. We have a little Triamble, and I've had to pick some of the other ones. One really small, unripe one. One looked pretty good. And now, end of season, we've got another one starting, which is just weird. Purple potatoes, I've started cycling them back in. Now the weather's dropping a bit. As you can see, coming up in this bag, going good in this bag. This bag over here is coming up. These ones still waiting for, they were freshly planted. Climbing frame bed, I've got some peas going on in here. These ones are just a sugar snap pea, so perfect for having a munch on. And got some chives going in through here as well. These perennial weeds that are forever a problem to me in this bed. I'll just keep picking the top off them and hopefully they'll go away eventually. I planted a little bed of carrots out here. See how they do. They're in a shallow container, but they're only a small carrot. Over in the central bed, put some carrots in this side. This side's got some spinach in it, a few scattered silver beets, and you can see some of the leeks, again, they snapped off when I was harvesting, and they're coming back up, which I'm really happy with, because hopefully I'll get a nice big bulb on them now. Little tomatoes out the front here, definitely had their day. Need to just pull the tomatoes off those, throw them to the chickens. Although Astrid does love her yellow tomatoes. This little bed over here, spaghetti squash didn't really work out. So planted onions in the front here. Tomatoes still going for a bit. And as you can see, Astrid's quite happy at the tomatoes that she gets off it. She loves this one. As I thought, it's planted in the spot that she can pick them as she goes past. You can have another one, doll. Nice yellow one.
No, that one's yucky.
This little pepper plant, done fantastically. You can see nice huge pepper on it. There's still another couple big ones in there.
Capsicum.
Or capsicum plant. Taro's still hanging in there, hasn't finished its season yet. Everything could do with a good water. It's been cooler conditions, so I haven't been watering as much. But yeah, we're very much due for some watering. So we'll have to get to that tonight. Hopefully we'll be harvesting the taro soon and everyone can see what it yields. The jungle under the tree. Sweet potatoes have gone riotous. They are just everywhere, and I really shouldn't have had them so close together, because at the moment it's hard to tell what's what. So that's something to think about. Next year is spread them out a bit more. The okka's doing a lot better now that the weather's cooled. And this is the time of the year when the days are shortening that it actually sets the tubers. So really happy that it's doing well now, because now it's going to be setting its tubers. The Yacon definitely needs a drink of water. That is consuming so much water, that needs watering more than anything else. But as you can see, we have our beautiful little Yacon flowers. And these things have a fair bit of height. You know, they're probably 3 foot tall, but you know, it has the tiniest little flower on them. Over this side, our 2 turmerics are doing fantastically. Still going strong. As long as they're going strong, I'm going to leave them. This little store-bought ginger, this one has just shot off. You can see here. Yep. Down in there, we're starting to shoot yet again. It's pushing up above the ground. So that one's a really happy little ginger plant. This other little one that wasn't as strong, still growing, but you know, it's not performing the same way as this one. And my supermarket turmeric, which is growing, so I'm really happy about that. Also, coffee's still outside. They're both doing fantastically. You know, still putting fresh leaves out. Aren't they such a pretty leaf when they're new? So yeah, they're doing well. Temperatures aren't anywhere cool enough yet to need to take them inside, so as long as I can, they're going to stay outside and take advantage of the weather so they can get a bit more growth on them. And last off, we're coming out feeding the girls, and there they go. Alright, chickens are doing really well. I'm getting 3 pullet eggs, heading towards larger eggs per day. Yeah, she's over there. She'll come back. Come on, Lacey. I'm getting 3 pullet eggs towards... They're getting bigger. They're getting towards full-size eggs at the moment. And I'm also getting 1 full-size egg, probably 2 every 3 days. Yeah, she's up there. All right. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching, and bye for now.